and welcome in or welcome back. It's a Monkey Mar. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications. Hey guys, welcome in. So let's go ahead and go through this court document with the state of Iowa versus Christian Bahena Rivera. And we'll touch again on the pictures of the key player, and then we will go and see what I have found on Adam Maschmann. And actually, it's not a lot, but I did find out where Xavier's mother, Sarah, and good old James Lowe, aka Charles Manson looking creeper. So we'll get into that, and then we'll check out what that was about, and we will see what else we can find on Adam Maschmann. But it's starting to look like maybe he was just the owner of the house, but we will see. So today is July 22nd, 2021, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see if we can get this video done and out by the morning. And we've got 5 days until Christian Bahena goes to see if he is going to get granted a new trial. And I really pray that he doesn't, because as far as I'm thinking, Christian Bahena has nothing to do with Xavier. But does James Lowe have something to do with Xavier missing? That I don't know. That I will not speculate on. But with that, guys, let's get into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and touch on a few parts of these court documents, and it's only 5 pages, and the last one's just a signature, and this is needed to prepare for the new trial, so I'm not really going to touch on those. I'm going to touch on 1, 2, and 3. Also, I will attach this link if you guys want to check it out, grab it, whatever. Okay, so 1 second, let me open up my notes too, because I made notes on what I wanted to touch on. Let's just go ahead and go through these couple pages real quick. So we know that we're waiting for a judgment and motion for a new trial. That is going to be in 5 days, the 27th. On the 13th, the defense was provided with a new search warrant that is attached to the supplemental motion for new trial. And then we've got defense's original motion for new trial alleged that an inmate came forward after hearing the testimony of Christian Bahena Rivera. So they sit there all day and watch the trial on TV, or I'm not sure. Oh, they've got phones in there now, I forgot. Oh, on television. The inmate was, as you can see, I have not read this yet, so I'm reading it with you guys for the first time. The inmate was interviewed on May 26 at approximately 1:15. The inmate reported that another inmate, number 2, which is Gavin Jones, detailed that he was staying in a trap house owned by a 50-year-old male involved. Okay, so here is where the confusion comes in, because James Lowe did not own the house. Inmate 2, Gavin, further admitted that on one occasion he went to a second. So this is not so there's 2 houses. Is that what I'm getting here? And admitted to the death of Molly Tibbetts. I'm going to use code words and initials. I do not want to say some of these words in the videos. It just, ugh. So 5, the search warrant that was disclosed on Tuesday date corroborates the trap house account. It is being filed as an attachment to the supplemental motion. Focuses on James Manuel Lowe. James Manuel Lowe is a 50-year-old man who is alleged to have been operating an ST ring out of 405 East Market. So that is the house that we went to see in my last video. Well, actually, when I went live Monday. So real quick. Okay, so on 4, it says the inmate reported to another inmate, which is Gavin. He was staying in a trap house owned by a 50-year-old male involved in the ST trade. further admitted that he went to a second trap house owned by the male and saw Molly Tibbetts there. I don't know. So there's two houses. All right, let's finish this first page. Interesting. So there's two houses. I wonder where the second house is. Now this part is where it gets a little confusing to me, but I'm not sure if this is when they speak of Lindsay Voss, because remember there were two women that supposedly were taken to the trap house. But I could have sworn that it was Lindsay Voss that was talking about being at the Casey's in Brooklyn. So this one says the search warrant goes into detail the torture and abuse that the victim endured while being held hostage at the house. And then it gets into this part again. If anyone can find 10 missing children in the past few years that went missing in Powesheik County or surrounding counties, I would love to see it, because I've been searching high and low and I just can't find them. Unless there's like a special website where only the law enforcement knows about it, because I can't find it. 10 children. But then we know here on line 7, the most recent missing child involved Xavior Harrelson. Vanished from Montezuma in Iowa, May 27, 2021, during Christian Bahena Rivera's trial. Xavior Harrelson lived with his mother, Sarah Harrelson, in a trailer park in Montezuma. Through investigation, it has been discovered that James Lowe was one of Sarah Harrelson's paramours. I mean, I'm not laughing at the situation, but you cannot make this, you can't make this shit up. Line 8. Through investigation, it has been discovered that James Lowe was one of Sarah. Okay, so we got there. So we're still on line 8. It says they resided together for a period of time. An eviction was filed against James Lowe and Sarah Harrelson on December 4th, 2019, as living together at 207 South 2nd Street, Montezuma, Iowa. Independent investigation by the defense has revealed that James Lowe may have been one of the last people to be near Xavior Harrelson before his disappearance. 2019, 2020, it's almost 2 years ago that they lived together. A year and a half. Year and 7 months, okay? So were they still dating is why he was around Xavier? Or had she not even seen him since then? And the defense is grasping at straws, seeing what sticks. Bahena's claim, based on newly discovered evidence, has turned into a due process violation arising from the prosecution's failure to turn over reports involving trap houses and kidnappings in or near Powesheik County. And then here on May 26th, the state became aware that there were 2 separate people coming forward with information that inmate 2 killed Molly. That's Gavin Jones. And so the ones that are coming forward are that one, I forget what his name is. It's got a weird name, but we're going to look at his picture right here. And then we've got, it did not disclose that there were unresolved abductions and trap house investigations pending at the time the information disclosed by inmate 1 were made. The state has played close to the vest regarding from the 2 people coming forward. And I'm guessing that's Lindsay Voss. Arne Mackey is his name. The one that had no involvement. The one that I'm thinking is a prison snitch Let's see what else. He'll be named at the hearing on July 15th, and we know his name. And this part I found interesting because I thought he was in jail for firearms. James Lowe was arrested for burglary, third degree, and possession of a controlled substance August 20th, 2019. He was released, so this was 4 months before they got evicted from the house. A warrant was issued for James Lowe April 21st, 2020. I'll look at exactly a year later. He remained a fugitive from justice until he was arrested on May 29th, 2021. The arrest is no coincidence to Xavior Harrelson's disappearance. Lowe was arrested on May 29th, 2021 in Iowa County for possession of drug paraphernalia, just 2 days after Xavier Harrelson's disappearance was reported. The complaint in drug paraphernalia complaint indicates that law enforcement was looking for James Lowe. So that's weird. Where's the firearm charges? Yeah, I'm calling all of this right here a crock of shit. Now, do I think that I don't even think he had anything to do with Xavier's disappearance. Let's go have a look at the property they were evicted from, because I actually found the eviction notice, and it's right here. Eviction filed January 29th, 2020 in Iowa, and then the filing date here is February 17th. Ricky Eugene Talbert against Sarah K. Harrelson, James N. Lowe. Court address and the defendant, they were at 207 South 2nd Street in Montezuma. Here's one filed in 2019. I think it's the same one. Probably filed again because they didn't I don't know, maybe they didn't show up for court. So that's that. Last but not least, let's get into Adam Maschmann. And I found a couple interesting things out on him, but I thought, I can't find the connection to James Lowe, but then I did. So real quick, I will go ahead and redact this after I put it in my editor, because I'm not going to show his current address in case he actually does live there right now. But he's married to a girl named Brooke. Let's just really get into his criminal and traffic, because I was curious to see if he was connected to anything creepy as far as ST houses and things like that. Well, we know he owns the house that James Lowe was supposedly working out of, but we've got a controlled firearm, domestic abuse, assault first offense, and this was all the same date. And then you've got controlled firearm, weapon, domestic abuse offender. So we could show more about the case, but it seems to me, if you go and look at his wife and you go into her criminal background, besides the controlled substance without a prescription, marijuana, you've got same date, domestic abuse, assault first offense. So it seems to me, I mean, I'm not any type of genius, just a wannabe PI, I'm just kidding. But I think they had a fight, and they got into a fight together, and it was a first offense. I don't see a second, and that's really all that I had found. And then Adam, back into Adam real quick and his assets, and he does own the house. I looked into the deed. He owns it. He still owns it. Do they live there now? I don't know. Would he own a house and rent another property? I don't know. I don't know what he does, but what he seems to be is the helping handyman. So we've got, it's still active, an LLC, Domestic Limited Liability Company, Adam Maschmann, and I guess he comes over and does all the handyman stuff that you need. So then I kept thinking, okay, well maybe he was just a landlord. And I go into the Iowa courts, And let's go on a case search. Let's do Adam. Oh, what's last name? Adam Maschmann. This video is getting long, so I am going to show you this, and I'll have to dig a little closer into the number. I spelled his name wrong again. Him and this name. I know he's here because I just saw it, and they keep logging me off the page. Alright, whoa. Here we go. So this initial date on the top at 1901, I can't imagine that's anything to do with this Adam Maschmann, but the date of birth is right, so maybe the date is wrong. Maybe it was supposed to be 1991. I don't know, but he definitely has some. He's been in court a lot. If you look at the 2015, 2016 right here, you see it's Maschmann Brooke versus Adam Maschmann. Are they still married? I don't know. You can open up the case folders, but you need to actually register to open up the actual court document and sign up. I think it's, I don't know, but I am not going to sign up for this. But let's keep going. So we keep going. And right here, State versus Lowe James Manuel and Maschmann Adam Lynn in 2019. And here's the case number. So we open up this case link, and that's all we get. Mahaska County, it's closed. State versus James Lowe and Adam Maschmann. That is what I found on Adam. I can't find any mugshots, but this picture right here is a picture that I truly believe is him and his wife. But you have to wonder, what was this about? Oh, this was his domestic abuse. First offense, simple misdemeanor against Brooke. But this one right here, I wonder what that was about. Yeah, I wouldn't think that he owned the house that James and, yeah, I'm not even going to say that because in the last video we know who evicted James Lowe and Sarah Harrelson. I would really like to know what James has said to the question, when is the last time you have seen Xavier? I wonder if Sarah was still dating him. I would love for Samantha Ricks to email me. I tried to get a hold of her, but I don't think the information that I had was up to date. So guys, that's it for this video, and with that, it is a wrap. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. Everyone have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.